Hey, welcome back to our Achievement Hunter series aimed at taking down the Darkmoon Faire gameplay achievements. After conquering the classes backwards from warrior through priest, now we come to the class with some of the most difficult achievements. Paladin. One of these is absolutely mad. Let's get into it.
Huh, this should be interesting.
In today's video, we're covering the following 3 achievements. YoggChamp, which requires dealing lethal damage with My Yogg. Yrang, to restore 100 health with high Exarch Yrel. And Lothraxion's Balloon Shop, ultimately to give 100 Silverhand recruits Divine Shield. Note that we don't have to win the games to complete these achievements, so that does open the door for some unusual strategies. As usual, there are timestamps for each achievement and deck codes for each deck mentioned in the description below if you'd like to skip to one you're looking for. Let's start with Lothraxion's Balloon Shop, as this is probably the simplest one to complete. As the name implies, Lothraxion the Redeemed is pretty helpful in completing this one. However, there are quite a few alternative ways to give Silverhand recruits Divine Shield that don't require a legendary, or pair well with Lothraxion to speed up the process. Balloon Merchant as a follow-up to Day at the Fair is pretty efficient, and while it's a terrible card to use on recruits, Righteousness can do the trick as well, and in Wild, Steward of Darkness is even more efficient than Balloon Merchant. We used this pure dudes list in an effort to combine progress towards this achievement with High Exarch Yrel's achievement, and finally completed this one after 28 games. However, there is a more recent build of Silverhand Paladin from HS Replay that looks to be much more efficient at completing this achievement, as it also runs Air Raid, and it still makes use of Yrel, so you can get dual progress while knocking this one out. It's also linked in the description. This next achievement, Yrang, is decently efficient to pull off while working towards the Lothraxion's Balloon Shop, but if your luck plays out like mine, you'll complete the Recruit Paladin achievement before Yrang. So for this one, you need High Exarch Yrel, and just like G'huun the Blood God, she's not in any of the buckets for duels. Perhaps because many of the treasures are neutral cards? While it may be possible to draft her in Arena, it's extraordinarily unlikely you'll be able to draft a pure Paladin deck, making this achievement almost impossible to complete if you don't own a copy of Yrel. If you don't complete this achievement with one of the decks using Silverhand Recruit synergies, a decently efficient deck to finish this achievement is HS Replay's new Pure Paladin, which also runs Blessing of Authority to heal for a ridiculous amount if you're lucky enough to stick High Exarch Yrel to the board for a turn. Though you do have to take some damage to the face in order to get any healing from Yrel, so this one can take a little while to complete. And now for the achievement I'm quite certain is the most difficult to pull off, YoggChamp. Oh, you just have to play My Yogg when your opponent is low health, and then Yogg-Saron must smile upon you and give you miraculous RNG as the stars align perfectly for a spell your opponent doesn't actually have to play, happens to transform into one that can damage heroes, and it happens to do enough damage to kill one of you. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? We've completed every other achievement from the set, but this one still eludes us. We've attempted to force this one many times with our almost impossible Yogg deck, built on a Broom Paladin shell, but one that includes a lot of extra 1-mana spell generators for some extra chances at improbable RNG. All I can offer on this one is some insights and suggestions. First off, it sounds as though both players get credit for the achievement when it goes off. So if you see an opponent trying to set this up and you want the achievement, you might consider playing into it. Also, it sounds as though if the replacement spell kills either player, it will count. So you can still pull this off even if you're the one to die. Also, the animations are wonky, but it appears as though Commander Risa just swaps the spell the opponent plays twice, rather than casting 2 random spells in place of the one your opponent played. So there's not a real benefit to including her. Since you can't complete achievements and friendly challenges, where a friend with Lore Walker Cho and a fair bit of patience would make this something that could be reliably set up to complete, I can only suggest remarkable patience while seizing opportunities when they present themselves, and throwing a party when the RNG aligns just right. May the RNG be ever in your favor. And that's a wrap. If you found this helpful, press that like button. It'll help others find this video, as it helps YouTube to know whether to recommend this video to others. Also, check back for guides on the other Darkmoon Faire achievements coming soon, or subscribe, because we make amazing content. If you have any suggestions or questions, let me know in the comments below. And if watching content live is your thing, check out our stream at twitch.tv/SSAlchemist. We currently stream on Saturdays and Sundays. And remember, you're awesome. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day.